Oh, I am live right now. Just being live. Gosh. This morning I woke up this morning. It is Saturday and I woke up feeling feeling okay. Let me just start by saying that I do not have bad days. Like I don't have bad days, and I just want to authentically share with you just at the moment that you like as you like for me as I observe myself right now, like I have these energies. It's so important to recognize these energies, especially when you're kind of going through like a lot of transformation and changing your way of viewing life, and your optimism, and like celebrating your choice of being able to be consistent in choosing. So this morning I wake up this morning with um it's fresh, and I'm observing my feeling, my low energy. Like I really have low energy right now, and my boyfriend has gone to the park, and all I want to do is just kind of like be lazy, and I don't want to do anything actually. And like I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with 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 a lot of things. So when you have low energy, I think that thoughts bubble up about everything, everything. So I'm here to tell you that it's like normal. This is what I realized that is normal with old constructs and old patterns and ego-based thoughts. And they're just like run around in my head. So like, you know, I can have these thoughts about like, me, well, with everything, like I'm looking at 11:55. I have these things with numbers. So it's 11:55 right now, 1155. I love that. I love that so much. And like I feel like such a weirdo today, and I feel like so exposed and like really risky, but at the same time I feel really liberated because I just like there's no requirements of anything, of any circumstance that I need to validate my existence, and I feel low, and I'm going to go, and I'm in this feeling of being low, and I share it with you because it is so normal. Like it is so normal. And well, my mind is saying, I'm just going to speak out my mind as I do. But like my mind says, this is so normal. But then it's like, what's the word? Um, we're not taught that. And like, by my behavior, my behaviors or my sharings or all this thing, even though I'm doing it over a year now, I feel really vulnerable sometimes. I feel really like, oh my God, like I'm sharing too much, or, my ego says, who does he think he is? And then what does this fucking thing about Mary, messy Mary, and why is he doing it? And I don't even really know, but and it's not about an attention seeking thing, but my ego says, oh, it's an attention seeking. But then I'm like, I'm really, I'm entitled to that. Like I'm entitled to choose how to live my life. And I share this with you because the mind can be really crazy from, this past experiences that you've had, and like what you've been subjected to and not been subjected to, and feel like you cannot be this and cannot be that. And then, and like I'm just sharing really my authentic self right now, and I'm looking like nobody's here watching me, and then I feel alone, but then I don't feel alone because I can own that I feel alone. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. There's just a message came in for someone like something. I don't know. But I think what is really important is that, recognizing these energies, like these energies that pass through you, is so before, like I'm not going to run from this, and like I'm just being with this, and that's what you just be with your feelings. And no one ever taught that. Like what I'm feeling right now is not bad or feeling you know, but my thoughts can really, really try to hijack me. But don't let them hijack you. And they're not going to hijack me because I don't believe I am such a beautiful light and sharing my light and you know, it's like my prerogative, you know what I mean, to share myself. And then the whole world right now seems against me. And it's really weird. Like, it's just really weird. And I know a lot of you, all of us feel that, right? And like, just that's how I feel right now. But I think it's so important to share this because I don't know. I do not have a perfect life. I do not have a perfect anything. Um, and I don't know why I just said that either, because this is so authentic. Let me talk about just Mary, like what this messy Mary thing and these bitch quotes. Like, I really like her a lot. Like, and so that's the most important thing, that I like her. And, you know, I always feel like I need to defend myself that this is something sexual, and it's nothing, because that's what I learned. It's so interesting that my mind can come up with all this crap, like, can come up with just crap about everything, you know, that my behaviors are embarrassing, and I really get used to that, like my behavior, like, you know what I mean, I'm used to that for a long time, so that's really cool, and I just shine my light and I love it. And none of this right now is final. Like, this mood is not final. This mood is going to pass, and I feel very scattered by what I'm saying and what I'm feeling, because that's also part of an existence, and people can label it, and people, that's always what we often think, right? So this is really authentic talk here. And we can feel like people observing, people choosing, people judging, people this, people that, and everything, and, you know, assuming and assumptions and all of that crap that arises is really rising right now, because I feel that, and I'm feeling it and feeling it. And this is an experience of a human being and a perspective of a human being that is just literally feeling his feelings and just watching his thoughts, like watching my thoughts rise, and I can choose to follow them or not. And when you're in a lower energy, like, and you have these thoughts, it really wants to hook onto these kind of thoughts that is from a past experience, because this moment has never happened. And I love knowing that there's always this fresh moment. And any of these constructs that I come up with are, you know, telling me that something's final, like something is final, like I'm always going to feel like this. But I think it's really important to share because, yeah, it's not final. And these are moments where I'm recharging my batteries, I guess, and my thoughts are not really liking that. And it can say that you got to change. You got to be this way so you can feel more safe. You know, I think it's all about us feeling safe and trying to create a conditional security, like on some kind of security within myself, so I can feel, you know, secure, and stop taking the risks that I take. That's ironic, because the more risks I take, the more secure I feel within myself, and that is contradictory in terms, in the sense that you uh, that it used to control me. Does that make sense? Like, it used to control me, and then I would not take any risks or anything, and because I just want to feel any vulnerability of feeling, you know, like, I don't know, stupid or irrational, or like behavior, or so ignorant and dumb, and, you know, who does he fucking think all of this stuff right there. But, like, good morning, Kurt. Good morning, my friend. So glad you always join me. I'm in a rant right now because, yes, and good morning, and yeah, I'm just, oh, you left. Oh, you left. No, you didn't leave. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I am such a mood this morning, like a really, like, battering mood. Like it's just coming. It's coming. Thank you. I'm going to rant. But you know, it's really interesting because this is part of like my experience right now. You're the only one with me, Kurt, right now. My ego's really like, oh my God. But at the same time, I'm just going to talk out of my mind. But at the same time, I feel like kind of centered in this feeling of this, like, you know, like assumption that the whole world is against everything that I'm doing. And, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I love it. I love life, but I don't like right now. Wow, and I'm not schizophrenic. It's so weird. Or I'm not bipolar, or I'm not this or that. Hank and I talk about this all the time. Hank is at the park and he is taking in the sun. And I didn't feel like going. And I own that. So I'm really owning it. But my ego doesn't like that. My ego doesn't want to agree with anything right now this morning. But it does. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just that way. But I'm not having a bad day. I'm just having this moment right now. Whereas it's like I want to go in my corner and just be in my corner. And maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we all have these moments, right? And that's what's beautiful. And I think that's why I'm here sharing it, because we do. We just have these moments that are passing, and they all pass. And this is past because, you know, I say all the time, 500 times, you know that because you watch me all the time, that I have these mental constructs past. And that's part of growing because I realize that it does. And nothing's final. So I'm not like attached to it. I'm just feeling it and going through it. Like you said the other day, I have rough days or rough days. I'm just going through, but I don't really have rough days anymore. I just have rough moments, I guess, kind of thing. And yeah. So I feel better already having this little rant. And yeah. So I love you, my friend. Thank you for watching this today. It's really important to show these sides because a lot of my friends who are spiritually growing, they have these moments too. So it's important to share that. And yeah, I love you and good morning. It's not morning there. It's really late, right? It's really late in the night, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go, and I thank you for watching me, and I love you, my friend. Okay, and I will see what it got it. What's that? I love you. Oh yeah, 6 a.m. Okay, all opportunities to discover more about. Yes, yes, I'm reading I just saw this messages. And what is this Maurice's Pieces thing? I don't know. Is that? Oh wow, my mind is really like with everything, judging everything right now. And I just caught it. Do you see that? I just caught that motherfucker right then. And it's such a play. So I'm going to go into this moment. I'm going to let you go. And I love you too. And I'm going to go into this moment and just feel it and let it pass and all that. So I'm going to end it right now. I love you. Good morning. And we will definitely be talking during the day. Our lower minds hijack. It's true, right? That's what is hijacking me right now. But not like I always like to say now, it's like at least 10% it's not hijacking me. Because I know this bitch. I know this lower bitch, which is I'm not the story, right? I'm not the story. I'm not this story. It's really wanting me to believe I am. So, yeah. I love you. Mwah. Have a great morning, and we will definitely be in touch very soon. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for never judging me. I love you so much, you advanced being. You're just such an advanced being. Bye, bye, darling. Love you. Bye, bye. And anyone who else come to watch this later on, thank you for watching.